Soul Tribe.
Soul Tribe, welcome to the second Soul Tribe monthly podcast. You're listening to Liam at the moment, but over here is Johnny.
Got the scarf.
Not many others here today, just us two, and we're gonna go through a few of the videos that we think we'll be doing, but not yet. We'll think about what we've done so far. So, what have we done so far? We've done the Naui trip.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Let's talk about
amazing.
That experience.
Yeah. Oh, the Naui trip. It's different to most of the videos I used to create. So it's more like something I was passionate to do. And of course, it's the first Soul Tribe video. It's the first Soul Tribe thing we did, and I actually love that aspect of it. As in, it was cinematic. It was something I always loved doing. I wasn't able to do it a lot, but I did do it sometimes. Like on my other channel, I had a couple of cinematic videos, but I never got to do them like Naui because it just wasn't available like that for me on my other channels. But with Soul Tribe, I felt like there was something different, and I thought, why not do it like this? And I think it turned out for the best with that.
It is. I think it was a really good start to the Soul Tribe 80, you reckon?
Yeah, it was. It really was, actually.
I look at that video, and as I said, it just takes me to my happy place.
Yeah.
Happy place. So yeah, it was a great experience. When I even look at the video, I don't even feel like there's that much room for improvement.
Yeah.
That it was just
it was
just nailed.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh, and think coming from there, it was like a rejuvenation of the soul, because when we went there, what they won't know is, as we're coming into Naui, we get Liam to just sit on the bonnet of the car, and then that was just kind of like, this is how we're going to film this shit.
Yeah.
So it was amazing for that. But having Lennox there too, and you getting to meet my son, meet my uncle, riding the the only thing I don't like about the Naui videos, it makes me look way worse at riding motorbikes than what I do in real life.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Because I wish we got that part while I was hooning near the fence. It wasn't going incredible, but I felt like that was my best. That was my moment.
Yeah.
In that. But it is what it is. It was but it was a perfect video. Like when I go back and watch it, it's a very fond memory. And as you said, first video.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah, so it's always hard to get the first video done right, but I think we've done it right.
Yeah, did you like sitting on the back of the motorbike with the camera?
Yeah.
Like, it makes it feel way more hardcore.
It does actually, and it's like, it actually brought a sense of challenge for filmmaking and things like that. It's like that, like filmmaking is interesting like that. YouTube and content creation, it's good like that. And when you get a bit of a challenge, it's like, oh, okay, I'll try and adapt to the situation, which I think is good. Next video on the list would be the podcast, first Soul Tribe podcast. That was a lot of us testing the waters about what we could do on a podcast. And it took us a wee while just to think, what do we actually want to do and achieve on our podcast?
Yeah, well, because we walk in, even with this one, we've had a little bit more preparation. We're not writing exactly what we're going to say, but that's the least video that I kind of cringe a little bit for me, going back and watching that.
Yeah.
And then just allowing other people to kind of, stick their, noses in and be like, it's a little bit, it was nerve-wracking, so I don't really go back and and watch it, but I'm proud of it still. Like, I'm proud that it's out there, and I wonder how much people have actually watched it all the way through. But parts I did watch, I just realised I was yapping like like a chihuahua.
So this is a different format to last podcast. We're going to be doing, running through some ideas and things, and we will, it's basically just a brainstorming session, basically, and that's what I think we should get out of a podcast, is showing new ideas, but also bringing new ideas to the table, and you can also bring some ideas to the table as well. So if you want to bring some ideas, you can just comment down below. So,
but just to keep going through the videos, just really briefly, but like with the podcast, I know when people listen to it, they get more of a chance to kind of listen to who we are anyway. It's just that we all know each other, so and then just letting other people kind of have a watch, because in the videos we don't really get to talk a lot, and then when you have a video that's just 100% based on talking,
it's a bit boring,
but I think, for people who don't know you that well, it's a good, like they might be interested if they've never heard you talk shit. But that was actually after the sled.
So that moves on to the next thing, which is the sled video, which I think was a very, very good video. Just the fact of, it was the first video where we're like, this is what we want to create, basically.
Yeah, it was organised.
Not all the time, but like, you got Naui as cinematic, you've got the sled video as your, what I would say, like a doing video. So we'd show what we did, and we'd show that better, I think.
Yeah, my mate, when he gave me feedback about the sled video, and he was comparing it to the skate video and just explaining the two different feelings that you get from, like, the skate video is more personal, and we'll go into that. But the experience of the sled, it's such a good idea. That idea, like, out of our videos, and the organisation that had to go on behind. And it wasn't even like it was massive, but compared to now, we just kind of knew, like, we'll go out there and we're going to get good footage just because there's going to be you know what I mean? It's scenic motorbikes, whereas, like, with the sleds, it was kind of like, this is a good idea, and what hell are we going to do?
We don't know how it's going to.
We've got to go and get the barrels. We've got to make sure, like, even people are available to be able to shoot that. That video. Looking back in retrospect, that was a video that we still could have just executed.
Ourselves.
Ourselves. But it was awesome to have Tyrese and Jackson come along for that.
So I mean, anyone's
falling asleep, bro.
I don't know.
I've only just started talking. You're already like, oh, fuck.
I don't know what's going on with me right now. Holy.
No, it's all good.
Just started yawning all the time. Oh my god. You're not boring. I don't know. I really don't know. But
I'm convinced.
Anyway, let's move on to next video, which would be the skateboarding video, which I quite enjoyed, to be honest. I quite enjoyed editing that as well, because of how it was shot and how it was done.
It was personal, I felt like it gave, like, a really good personal insight to yourself. I mean, you already have a YouTube channel where you've given people, but that was really awesome.
This is different though.
Because you're doing something you've never done. You know what I mean? It was I'm so proud of you for doing that.
Skate or die. Yes, I choose die.
Golden moments. And we were skating all day. Like that's really, like, pushed down to.
You couldn't see it all in the video. We didn't shoot a lot of it, but there was a lot. Like, we spent all day out there.
We went to the rugby game.
Yeah, we went to the local stadium to watch rugby, and then we came back, and that was the whole day. And it's really funny. It made me laugh quite a lot how that we did a whole day and it was only a 6-minute video.
I was really impressed.
Yeah.
Like, I like to see you go out Nawi doing donuts on the motorbike, riding with my son. You know what I mean? Just to kind of, like, it's good to do stuff like that. Because it takes a bit of confidence to do that. Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to refrain from saying like that. I know that you don't always trust yourself to do things like that, but you trusted yourself on a motorbike. You've always said that you grew up on motorbikes, and I have full trust in you from when we were working together. You know what I mean? Just going, bro. I trust you, and like I think you can do more than what you think, and I think this is a good example of that. Like, I don't know if you thought you were going to be able to skate when I took you down, and just to see you be able to skate all over town, not just try, like as we said, like there was a possibility that you weren't even going to be able to skate that much of that you were going to be walking carrying the ball, but you were skating most of the time,
90% of the time. 90% of the time. It was really impressive, especially because you were shaky. Because I've taken lots of people out before, so I can gauge. Like, some people are naturally better than others, but like, you're right up there. You know what I mean? You're not the. I would have loved to say that you were the best, but that would be. No, you were, bro. You're the best. The best they ever had. Oh God. Okay, so before we get to the whiteboard, we want to just talk about some of the ones that are in production. So we've got the Op Shop Challenge.
I love that. Yeah.
The Op Shop Challenge. I'm still wearing the $5 pads. Oh, how cool was that? Yeah. That was still off the cuff. Like, when just a bit of a disclaimer, like, when we did that video, we didn't know what the regulations would be to be able to film inside the op shop, and I tried to ring them prior to going in, so you kind of feel a little bit nervous. And we're actually trying to do another video where I went in to a dairy with $1 to try and get a $2 mixture, and I got shut down so bad that it kind of dented my confidence, and I still had that feeling coming into the op shop. Like I was still bad, like bad buzzing. And like when we picked up Tyrese, and I'm glad that he come out for the day, that I was just like, you can drive my car because it's a manual, and so it was just this kind of like I'm liking the idea of we're just kind of improvising our fun when we go out, but through looking at our ideas, we know that we can make them better if we plan them a little bit better, because that's such a golden idea. It's an idea that I'd like to go back to and do a part 2 of that. The op shop video, we thought that the video wasn't very good. We weren't going to have much usable footage, and it really surprised me how much usable footage we actually had. And it's like, well, about 70% of the footage we could use, and I thought that's a lot much more footage than what I thought we were going to have, because most of it that I saw was the camera down at the floor, and I'm like, we could use the audio, but we can't use the down on the floor. But most of the time we did say to Lennox, who was the main cameraman at the time, we said to him, you need to put the camera down while you're in the store until we tell you to bring it back up. And me didn't remember to tell him to bring it back up. So, and
it was a rush when we went in there. It was like, we've only got like a limited amount of time. We got our outfits relatively quickly. And like things happen like fast, like that. And I'm still even in the process of being comfortable in front of the camera, And
I mean, you're doing very well with being on the camera. Lennox is doing very well.
Yeah, thank you.
Because the thing I liked about Lennox is that he actually followed our orders.
Yep.
And he didn't disobey them as such. But there was a couple of places in that video where he did wander off a little bit. But
that's understandable.
To his own degree, you were getting changed, and he didn't know when you were coming out, so he went to visit me
and just see where you're at, because he was really, I think, like, what's Liam getting? Like, is it going to be better than, like, he wanted to observe, and it's just kind of letting them know as well, like if you're on the camera, like that's going to be your job, and it's hard for a 10-year-old to, you know, he wants to be a part of the video,
But we had to tell him like Johnny's got the mic, you need to have the GoPro where Johnny is, otherwise it's going to be a bit lopsided.
You don't want to be the guy who ruins the video, you know what I mean? Because especially if it had the potential to be more amazing, but the truth was is that I'm nervous from like the two things that happened prior coming into it, and then it's just move, you know what I mean? But it was really fun. Like I really liked that, and I when I look at that video, I'm like, there's definitely, that will just be a cool challenge to do again. I love that op shopping
video. And the thing
video.
is that stuff is repeatable.
Yep.
Like the sled video, that is repeatable.
Yep.
And we can improve, we can go somewhere else, things like that. And it's still the same video, but it's different in its own right.
Yep.
So it's still...
It'll be based on the footage that we capture too. We might get better. Like I would like if it was a sunnier day that we could mount the camera on the sled. Yeah. Because I think when people watch that sled video, they don't know how steep it actually is. Like if they come to your house and you look at the hill from here, you're like, whack. You know what I mean? And you know it's going to be a better video if you just fully let go and like put yourself in a position where you can get wrecked. That's easier said than done. You could get hurt, but second of all, it's quite embarrassing to maul yourself on camera and you know, like, because when you watch YouTube, it's always funny when people have got big hearty balls and they're going to do some crazy stuff, but when you put a camera on it, it raises the stakes a lot higher than what people think. Like go down to the skate park and try and drop in on a bowl if you've never did that before, and you're pretty much guaranteed to bail. And then post that up on YouTube for everyone to have a laugh at, you know what I mean? Because when we talk about the YouTube that we want to make, we want people to see a lot more of elements to our character. Like you're going to see us fail, you're going to see us be embarrassed, but you're also going to see us have wins and be in situations where we're awesome. You know what I mean? And that's cool. Then you get more of an outlook of who we really are.
So the other video that's in production at the moment is the marbles video. The marbles
I reckon we can make that really good. We might make it, like, what do you reckon? Do you think we should just make an abbreviated 3-minute version of it, just giving a rough idea of us having fun downtown and the nostalgia with marbles? And I kind of want to add like a little piece to it to make it more special without, you know, giving too much of that away. And if we can do that, then I'll be happy as Larry or Bob's your uncle,
so,
you know?
I am not too sure about the direction of that, but I really think a short and snappy video instead of a long drawn out capture every shot.
So like an abbreviated version, but not a short. You could make shorts out of it still, but make it like 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes with just kind of like the highlights, but the full feeling of what it was like, because that video was really fun to make, especially, you know, like it was the introduction of just a couple of things that I'd like to bring into further videos without revealing
all
too much.
secrets.
But that was on a weekend where we had nothing to shoot. Like we were like, okay, a lot of our ideas prior to this we're going to involve a group, and so it's like, okay, what can we just execute with us, you know what I mean? And we're going to have other people come in when they're ready, but that's fine. It was just making that adjustment, but it was fun. I love that day. Like like it was another fun mish. And that's where we're at. But Marbles Downtown, like what a day that was. But we're looking at our board of ideas, and the categories that our videos are broken down to, Liam.
They are missions, challenges, work, shorts, podcast/songs, and adventures. So we have missions, which is like the skateboard video and the marbles, and then we've got challenges, which would be the sleds, things like that.
Op shop,
yes. Work, we would go out and film videos of us helping people out, which is something we really actually want to do, is to capture other people's lives, things like that. Shorts is going to be like skits mostly, but you'll see our usual shorts on videos we've done as well. Podcasts and songs, so we're going to do a few things with music as well. We're going to, in these podcasts, we're going to talk about some of our videos, what we did, what we liked and what we didn't like, things like that. And adventures, where we go to other places, not just out here where we are.
Kind of like Nawi,
yeah,
you know, like capturing, but even the sleds as well, like that shows like, it's beautiful, like the rural life and things that are unique to New Zealand. So it's, I'm like looking forward to it. But Liam actually made a really good beat, and we've just been cooking in the studio today, you know, getting it in, you know, getting it in. Like it's a really, like, I don't know how, like his verse and chorus is already kind of.
I already cooked that up earlier.
Cooking.
And then, Johnny came in with he's gonna go try hard on me and see what he can cook up with, and he's done quite well. But you'll see that in a future video. Well, I don't think.
I come in sweating, I'm coming like.
I don't think we'll show the music making process in the video, but we'll show us making the music video, which will be pretty cool.
But the Soul Tribe versus Kids is something we can talk about a bit. Like I've got, you know, a couple of youngins, and they've got cousins, and I'd like to do challenges versus them. Yeah. And we've got just nostalgic stuff, but just some funny stuff to do with them as well, so they can go to school and be like, my dad's a YouTuber, you know. It's like, sure am. We're going to be famous in Marston,
bro. We're going to be millionaires.
Hard. No, but you laugh, but we probably are. But like it's But a thing that I like about the way we're creating content is when we're playing marbles on the street in town, I like the idea of, you know, I don't think people are expecting to see anything interesting in their day. Like if I walk downtown, I don't expect to see anything cool happening. Yeah. And we were that thing that was cool. We'd be like, oh, I went to town today. Guess what I seen? I seen these two guys playing marbles, and I like,
because there was actually one guy that said, "Oh, bro, you guys playing marbles?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, and we asked him if he wanted to play. He was a little bit reluctant, but just me and Liam were kind of talking about like we want to inspire just average people like us to just go and live a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'd love to be like with Liam, create like a movement where people are like, I just seen these two guys with a GoPro downtown just dressed up doing funny shit, playing with remote controlled cars and marbles and going out for skates, and you know, like it's anyone can literally do that kind of stuff, and it's the bomb, man.
And Soul Tribe, before Soul Tribe, I have two channels by myself as well, and one of them was a gaming channel, and I kind of lost a bit of drive for that since Soul Tribe started. But what I usually did, I was usually in this room every day just doing whatever and not going outside, having fun times, having interesting times, going out there and doing random stuff. And now with Soul Tribe, that's what I'm doing, and I think it's boosting my morale a lot more.
Same
with Soul Tribe.
Same, like it puts you in this really good creative space. It's amazing because you don't know what the future holds, but we know that our best videos are yet to be made. We're gonna find that ingredient of what works, and not necessarily for popularity, but where we're executing them, where we're like, this is amazing, you know, just to impress ourselves, you know what I mean? Because as we progress, we're going to expect a little bit more from ourselves, just through improving. You know what I mean? Like, I am looking to improve over time. Doesn't have to be fast. Even coming up with like little things we can add in, you know, the little to add into the little pizzazz. But there's so much ideas, and I like the ones of working too, like beekeeping and all that kind of stuff. Like because that will be done over in the summer. Some of them will be summer videos, but it's gonna make our summers like summer loving, having a blast. Get some summer loving, you know what I mean?
Oh my god. Yes, there's a lot of stuff on here, but there's a lot more to write down when we get some time, but...
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we've got basic ideas and we're going to elaborate on them with post-it notes, put it under the idea just so it can be executed in an organised way, like kind of what we were talking about before. Organisation will be key.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got 4 ideas, maybe 5, that we're going to execute, which we can tell you, but you won't know how it's going to be shot. So you're still going to be left with surprise. The post-it notes haven't been added to them yet. And you'll get to kind of hear, you know, like our
thought process and things like that.
Yeah, kind of ideas that we think, without going real in depth, how we imagine it to go down and how it is actually gonna go down. Okay, so read the first one there, Liam.
So the first tick we've got is a hut at Liam's with pellets. So I really like that idea. We're gonna get some pellets and we're gonna get some items of some description, and we're gonna draw out those random items, and whatever items you have, we're going to use them. You have to use them in your build of your palette. So it's like, say you got a tarp, you have to use the tarp in the build somehow, maybe like the floor or the roof or something like that.
Yeah, that was actually an idea that Jackson was kind of saying to make that bit, and then you kind of pull out of a hat. And then, you know, the part of it will be is like, does the winner get a prize? Does the loser have to do something? I won't bring up that idea that we were talking about earlier though, but because if that doesn't come into fruition, then it'll be like, that could have been like the best part of the video. So there is little secrets in our videos that are going to make it amazing. But the premise of it is we're going to get some pallets from work, and we're going to think about how we're going to make a hut, and we're going to sleep in it for the night. And that will be kumbaya. Have the lamp, the marshmallows.
Kumbaya.
And like that will be fun. Like I'm really looking forward to that. So that will be cool. The next one will be we will do a Soul Tribe versus kids, and I've already got ideas for that. We've got a rugby ball, and there's a lot of things you can do with a rugby ball. But there's what other kind of games can we play? So like we're talking about like hide and seek, but in a different, or go home, stay home, as well. And then, but with a twist, you know, like putting twists on, like marbles. We could have went down to the school and played, but it was way better.
Way better on the street.
Yeah, in the street, and for the reason we're saying before, like I want people without even watching our content to be inspired by what we're doing, because there's a bit of intrigue that surrounds the videos. So Soul Tribe versus kids, so that'd be 2. I know you don't want to read this one out, Liam, but you read this out and commit yourself. And
going to get my driver's license. That's one video that would be interesting, and I think that's a video that might need to be done.
So we're kind of talking about, so Liam is looking at getting his learners, and then he can drive my car in future videos, and it all makes awesome content, because I'll be filming hard. And then like if you're going to crash, to make it worth it, like it's got to be filmed, especially if it's their fault and they try to put the light. I got it on the GoPro. You know what I mean? But 8 times, I reckon it will take you to, like, it will take 8 times for you to sit the test. I reckon you'll fail it 2 or 3 times, then you'll memorize it, and then if you memorize it, like, you should just go straight away as soon as you know that you can do it 2 or 3 times in a row. And then I want to film you come out and say whether you passed or not. Like, what a great video. And you could technically do that in a week if you sit it 1 or 2 times a day. Like, we could sit that in next week, but no pressure. You know what I mean?
No pressure.
No pressure.
Oh God. So we've got some shorts here that we thought would be good, little skit ideas. So there's one we've got called Help Yourself Bro, and that is a short idea we've been cooking up for a little bit. How it's just random daily life things, really.
Yeah, like I'll explain help yourself. We've all been to someone's house and they're like, help yourself. To me, help yourself is exactly what you're saying. Help yourself. Yeah. But there's this help yourself, but don't help yourself.
So,
like, within reason, and it's...
So some people portray that as help yourself as in, like, oh, you can have some food. Doesn't mean you can have all the food, but you can have some food.
And no one technically has all the food, but the lines get blurred, right? Like, if you're like, is it okay if I have some toast? Yeah, but I can eat 8 pieces, and you're like, oh, this guy's going pretty hard. Like, he's having... It's just like, bro, like, you know what I mean? And so I find that really...
Well, you said help yourself.
And then just when someone's judging you in a way that you're like, I'm not even having a lot, really. Like, what is help yourself? You know what I mean? I find that a very interesting... That's going to be a fun video to... We're obviously going to make that the exact... when someone says help yourself, you just take lots of shit. That guy.
So what will be next?
Oh, rivers. I want to go and, like, explore rivers that... just going to have a look, maybe find a swimming hole for summer that no one else knows about, but you might have to sneak, like, it's a mission. Like, you'll have to maybe sneak through a farm or, just go and have a look. But while we do that, we can do the slug guns. Yeah, and then we can do... It would actually be good because I've got a couple of ideas for the slug gun video, and it would be cool if we ever do a gangster video clip, like we're just rapping on some hearty shit with the slug guns. Like, I like that. I like that idea. And then there's just other things that we'll talk about in there, but those are the ones that we we're going to execute this month. And if everything goes to plan, but if it doesn't, we'll let you know what happened. Remote control cars
at the Limeworks.
So we got $20.
$20 remote control cars. Sadly, they run on the same frequency, so we can't have both of them at the same time. But
because it means that if our cars are next to each other, your remote controls both of them at the same time. So that's what he means by frequency. But we want to just see how much of a thrashing they can they can take.
So we just gonna see how much of a thrashing they take. We've got some ideas about going to the local Limeworks and just marking out a track and seeing how much they can do and things like that.
Having a laugh.
Having a laugh. So
I wonder how much of a beating they... Well, we've got 2 to kind of test, like, maybe that wasn't a good idea. And, like, have you got a name for your...
No, I don't actually. That's one I haven't thought of yet. Oh, have you thought of one for yours?
No, but I like the... I like I just call mine Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, take Bob.
I have this thing where I do like naming things, but there's a lot of projects where I've thought about previously, and I'm like, oh, that's what I'm going to name it. With this, I don't actually have a name for it. What about Monty?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it says Monty on the side.
Perfect. So they kind of know that we're going to make a video with the Soul Tribe versus Kids. They won't know what that is, and they're going to be so excited going to school, just telling their mates that they're in a video. Yeah. Especially because it's all official and shit, you know. So it's good. But we've got like a lot of things in the work. We'll just keep cooking up ideas, and should we just leave it there? And
so that was the Soul Tribe Monthly Podcast. We'll come back to you hopefully next month, and maybe we'll share some more ideas.
4 videos, another song, and we're just cooking.
So see you guys next time. Bye bye.
See.